Hello friends, good morning. How are you? Hope everybody is fine. So, what is going on? See, I have decided many things, like a lot of things is going on in my mind. This is probably not in equilibrium state. I need to bring down in equilibrium state. So, friends, so I was thinking many things, right? What is the series of discussion probably I want to take off? This is specially for the generation who is younger to me. So I do not have the wisdom to give advice to the seniors, probably not to society, not to anybody, not to political system where we live, where we survive. Again, you need to understand certain things that wherever you live, that is a kind of a system. You have a family concept, that is your family, that is the core group probably. Your father, your mother, brother, sister, your wife, that is your core group and a very kind of a secret group. And whoever is believing in kind of a family concept, probably everybody has got the same understanding or may not have the same understanding, but till there with their thought process, probably whatever knowledge and understanding they have, probably people talk about duties and responsibilities. That is one part. Each individual has got some duties, some responsibilities, and that fundamentals are based on certain philosophy. And similar way, society, either whatever, whatever direction you say, either it is a society means I'm talking about your political ideology or a ideology or philosophy, I want to say. And philosophy becomes a subject of politics, and this politics is something that derives to run a particular state or machinery to regularize something, what you call it is a kind of a, again, nation, or you want to give internationalization. You have a specific country and specific ideology, and time to time it is changing, it is variable. That is what the fundamentals. If you see at present, we are a democracy, we are a parliamentarian democracy, we are running it under that last 75 years. There are certain constitution, we are obeying it, following it. Those are the guidelines, and that is written keeping a kind of a neutral objective in mind. Now, how much we are following, how much we are not following, that is again question of a debate or a subject. So that is again varying based on whatever individual philosophy or collective philosophy any political system is holding. Based on, they try to propagate a similar kind of philosophy, so that everywhere throughout the world you will find a similar thing. That's why if you see today, some government is there, some philosophy is holding. If they are losing the election, after that whoever is coming, they will try to see that whatever policies they have applied, whatever work they have applied, they try to overrule or try to continue based on their rationality, thinking process. They do it everywhere. That is the same philosophy. Finally, bottom line, what I want to convey is that individual mind is important, rather than every time we see that we try to follow others. How much it is truth to follow others, rather than understanding and realizing that the potentials what you have, or your rationality of thinking, that is more important before giving somebody kind of importance or no importance. You should have your own judgment and wisdom, what is good and what is bad. I am not telling sometime good can be bad or bad can be good, but if you place in that particular moment, you probably need to put your own wisdom. For a very simple example I am giving you, in a given particular circumstances or situation, you have only one bread, a piece of bread. You have 10 people, it's living in a kind of a room, and you are very hungry. What you do? You use your wisdom to make into 10 pieces and distribute a piece of bread divided by 10 and give it to everybody, and you take your share. Or another situation I am giving, if you are in a boat with your friends, family members, whoever it might be. Let's say, imagine a hypothetical situation. His boat is drawn and nobody is able to swim, and how to swim. And you also don't know how to swim. There is only one wooden piece that is very much there. It can hold only one person. Now imagine that particular situation. You have another 4 friends, your family member. Now the question is, what you are going to do if you use your wisdom or knowledge at that particular time? What you are going to do? Will you allow everybody to come and hold that wooden piece and save everybody? I told you only one condition. This particular wooden piece can only save one life. Now, what wisdom and knowledge you want to use it? That is probably $1 million question. Probably you need to answer, or you need to ask whom this preference should be given at that particular time. Will you voluntarily give whom you feel that whose life can be saved, or you want to save yourself? I am leaving this question mark in your wisdom to think over it. Probably I am going to talk about series of lectures about life, understanding yourself. I always believe when God you have seen, I do not even believe in God. Some natural forces has sent you in this mother earth. What is the knowledge and wisdom you have? What is your role to play in this mother earth? Just to live, eat, sleep, live, eat, do certain kind of intellectual activities, have a family life, have a retirement, and then perish away. That is the death. That is what you want to do it, or you want to do something else. You want to make a mark that no, look, I want to do something else. I want to use my exercise, my wisdom and knowledge, whatever things I have, and I want to try to give some kind of thought process what I have, maybe collectively or individually. If I have something great, you feel great, probably the idea. It can influence others, it might not, but you should have a strong belief that whatever philosophy you are thinking, whatever ideas you are holding, that has got a long impact, it can influence others. That makes a lot of difference, like, in way of making friendship. A long-term friend or long-term association with somebody, again, how it is derived. It is a, if some friends are coming in a very short term, some friends are there years together. Sometimes you don't believe that they're your friends, like they're your family members. Sometimes you don't say your wife or your daughter every day good morning or good evening or good night, or you don't shake hands, right? Why? Because you feel they are part of your family. It is not required to say every day good morning, good evening, or good night. The Western philosophy probably it allows you certain things. If you are seeing your daughter or kids, okay, after long time you are meeting your family members, that is fine, but you are living in the same premises, sharing the same bed or same building, whatever. So probably if somebody is saying all those things, good morning, good evening, or good night, so those kind of things probably, whether it is mechanical or it is right thing, I need to tell you that you probably can think of and decide. But contrary, when you meet a friend or a relative after some many months or many years, but you do all kind of things, shaking hands or holding hands or greetings, many things you do it, you try to probably express your things that okay, I am very much with you. Sometime you hug, sometime you touch somebody's feet, and you spend little time probably whatever the things like you want to say, you say it, because in society it is not possible every time be with everybody in the under the same roof. Probably you have many ways of communication, many ways of meeting, many ways of discussing, many ways of sharing your things, many ways you can help also. In today's world, it is not necessarily that you have to be physically present 24/7 with your family members. It is not required, what I feel. So, this is one concept. Similar way, helping society. Helping society, one might feel that if only the political leaders they have the wisdom to serve the nation or serve the society or serve the humanity. It is a general thinking, but in my thinking, no, in your small capacity, in any individual, probably, if a small work is doing. I believe the servant who comes to your house every day in the morning, even you are paying that small person or small lady for cleaning your utensil or cleaning your home in a good condition. They are also playing a small, big role in the society. And I respect that the morning when the municipal corporation people, when they come and try to collect your garbage from your home, in a society point of view, you might be thinking that why to give this importance? It is his job, he is doing it. But you place yourself in his position, because then the matter will be very, very clear. Similar way I talked about the servant. Just reverse the idea and place yourself for a moment, you will get the whole answer. That's why they have also equally family, they have their wisdom, they have their knowledge, they have their family, they also want to be part of the society, they want to grow, they also want to learn, they want to educate their kids many ways. If you holistically take the whole idea of a society, your perception of life will be changed. Friends, my purpose is not talk about the political system or an individual or anything. My purpose of I am going to talk about a series of lecture that is based on my idea and understanding of society as an individual. I always feel if you have to love something, first love yourself, because you have been given an opportunity. It's a lifetime opportunity. Let's say You have 80, 90 or 100 years to live it. This is the life. So I always believe that I exist, therefore I am. Today I am speaking because I am alive. If I am dead, no way I can communicate. People talk about there is a life after death. Damn thing, I don't believe all those things. Whoever is holding that philosophy, probably it's that garbage should be raised aside for that matter. As long as you are alive, your consciousness is working, you are speaking with clarity or non-clarity or whatever might be. You are living, that's why your existence is there. If you are going away from this or leaving this Mother Earth, so society is going to label you as a late XYZ. So, before that, probably you have many things. If you feel that there is something, your existence are there, this has to be exercised, then probably all those, whoever is small or big, whatever level, their intellectual capabilities, whatever levels are there, they can use their wisdom and exercise and understanding himself or herself within and trying to get the potentials out of it and try to utilize for your life. That is what is more important. Until or unless, until or unless you evaluate yourself very, very, very strong way, analytical way, how to be an independent individual, how to be a confident individual, that is what the real challenge is. We are driven, our society is driven by many things, right? People don't allow you to do your exercise, what is called the mind exercise. They will try to impose everything at the end of the day. Society is very much there. I have been talking this matter for a long time. The society is a very kind of a dangerous terminology. Society is created artificially. Let me tell you this thing. Society concept is not there in the animal world. Society is created artificially. Again, let me repeat it. Society is created artificially. Now, social equilibrium, social harmony can be maintained as long as whoever is living in this particular domain area, there is equilibrium or homogeneity or understanding, sharing certain things, sharing knowledge, wisdom, wealth. I'm talking about the wisdom means knowledge, many other issues, freedom for that matter, free voice. So those kind of things probably one need to take in a part of society. If anybody is trying to tamper those kind of a society structure, whatever inbuilt things I have talked about, at any given point in time, probably it is going to break or blast, right? We talk about the idea of a society. I'm talking about the society in general terms. In a macro level, you can talk about the nation, micro level or macro in a broader sense, your whole nation or whole Mother Earth, whoever is living the human world. When I talk about the human world, here I consider humans are a very kind of a consciousness, their understanding, their wisdom, their knowledge, everything is better than all kind of the rest animal world, because at the end of the day all humans are controlling this Mother Earth. is nothing. Even humans are sharing the lowest percentage. It is below 1% of the total living world. Till they are able to capture the imagination of controlling the whole world, it is a good thing or bad thing? I don't know. Probably the answer is, if this is evolved naturally through theory of evolution, you have the highest mind, highest order of thinking everything, probably you have the wisdom. That is what every time I talk about, if whether to drink 1 liter milk, or if you boil milk for a longer time, you get kind of a concentrate, what you call it, a kheer or whatever things, right? There must be some debate what you are going to eat. You might feel, let me drink water 1 liter, it is equivalent to your 100 gram or 50 grams kheer, what is coming out derived at. Now, it is going to give you same energy at the end of the day if you consume it. Again, friends, probably you need to think of the idea of 1 liter water and water, milk, whatever the content, milk, I'm talking about the milk part. And after making 50 gram or 75 grams or 100 grams, you are getting 1/10 of this product in a concentrate form. Does it contain the same energy level once you consume it, or it is better to drink 1 liter milk? I leave it to your wisdom to think over it. People might think that no, it is better to have this thing, that 50 grams or 75 grams of kheer, it is good for the body system. Somebody might be feeling 1 liter milk is good. There could be two ideas or many ideas while you are consuming those things. Similar way, if you see in society, you have poor people, you have rich people, middle class, you see their food habits are different. Some people, they eat so much quantity. I'm talking about the quantity, though they don't consider about the quality part. But if you gradually go in a pyramidal structure of the society, more you go at the higher order, the rich people are very, very choosy. When I say about the rich people, the knowledgeable people, not talking about the rich people who are having money, who knows exactly where his energy level is there, what to take, what not to take. Again, this is coming from your backup, your knowledge and wisdom. But if you go down level, the poor people, when I say poor means in terms of their intelligence and knowledge in a society, probably you can apply those part. Their eating habit compared to middle class, upper middle class and higher class is totally different. Even for the production, the number of family members, how it would be like, how many numbers of kids to be there in the family. If you go to a poor family, a middle class family, upper middle class family, based on different financial standards, probably you will see again it is taking a pyramidal structure. The lower order is producing more number of kids. Probably they hold a philosophy of, if you ask a poor people why you have so many kids, they have a simple answer. I have got 2 hands. I have another 6 persons at home. So I got 12 plus 2, total 14 hands. And they are going to bring, once they are growing up, once they will be bringing money at home. They think in a level, probably they will be working somewhere as a laborer, in a factory as a worker. Even though they have wisdom, probably they can think of having good education. That education, probably it's a kind of a remote ideas. Probably they do all kind of things in their subconscious mind, but once you sit with them, and discuss all those things, probably you will get an answer that why they are into this business of multiplying more number of kids. Similar way, if you go to the middle class family, whoever having reasonable earning, then lower middle class family, little lot of money, then top part. So in top part, it's a again there are a lot of philosophy whether to have family. They are into contradiction, like family concept. Sometimes they say that we don't believe in family, so some are they don't intellectually they feel it is not required. Some get into the family mode. Even their number of kids are very, very limited. They feel that even if you have one or two, that is the maximum thing probably you can have. Give them proper education, proper knowledge, proper understanding, and make them a kind of a civilized man, or it's a social man, and they will be a kind of a good person at the end of the day. Even if you are not thinking, because a lot of family they might not be thinking whether it's a good person and bad person, that is a different thing. They will be able to make a career, giving more time and energy so that they can settle down somewhere. That is what the whole idea. Settling down, again the education system is coming, whatever education system I have. Friends, this is, I want to concentrate more on those ideas, understanding the society, because I have been, from childhood, I have been working on many issues from my education, knowledge and understanding, my graduation, my post-graduation, my PhD, my postdoc, my management idea, my philosophy of natural history, close to 3,000 years of history, of science, history of political science, geography, and socio-economic conditions, that is understanding globally, my technology, 100 and 200 years history of science, all those things. I have been writing poetries. At the age of 14, 15, I have my poetry book, and I want to have a series of lecture and understanding. Probably each day I can take a few of my poetry, what I have written in 1990 and 92, close to 150 poetry. I can take up one poetry from one book, another poetry, another book. I want to analyze in a social dynamics, and want to give a kind of a scientific thought, probably what I want to convey it. Because since all those things I have been telling in my back of my mind, all those things are there. The idea of socialism, Marxism, Darwinism is science and philosophy. You have Hinduism, you have Buddhism, Jainism, all those things. If you take all the spiritualism I have in my mind, and the political ideologies, bourgeois system, dictatorship, jamindar system. Because if you want to understand the society, you cannot have a 1 year analysis of history, science and technology or anything to analyze the whole thing. You literally want to go back and analyze minimum 1,000 years of history, why the invasion things are coming into the society, how much discovery of kind of a fire, how the industrialization is taking place, the concept of pollution, this concept of corona. In present day, all those things have not come naturally. Something have been created artificially. Friends, this is what the whole idea I have in my mind, and I want to use my rational thinking process by using two great theories, because I have been holding this thing. One is the chaos theory and another is dialectical thought process. When I talk about the chaos theory, you might be seeing all those things in a chaotic condition. In my opinion, the chaos theory doesn't talk about all those things. They see symmetry out of it. because every time those chaos, within the chaos, you have a symmetry, you have an equilibrium concept, a mathematical concept, try to do it. You can draw. This chaos theory came into the picture in 1917. Sorry. Those dialectical thought process I was talking about, those dialectical thought process is going to analyze in the reverse direction all those things. Probably it can analyze many things in a different way, placing yourself in this opposite way and critically analyzing all those things, those dialectical thought process